Good evening, barflies and lounge lizards, and welcome to Late Night Video. And tonight we'll be discussing The Doll Squad from 1973. Co-written, co-produced, edited, and directed by Ted V. Michaels, The Doll Squad is an all-girls special agent-themed action movie with some very light sci-fi elements. And it tells the story of an aspiring supervillain slash former government agent who just doesn't like the space program, but blowing up a space shuttle just isn't enough. With his army of henchmen who have silver discs implanted in their skulls, so he comes up with a plan to release a plague all over the world. In order to combat his scheme, an elite group of female agents are selected by a computer. And they are quickly killed off. That is, except for the lead agent Sabrina. Another batch of agents is chosen and the Doll Squad is formed. Together, these lethal ladies stand against the rodent enthusiast madman. This one feels like a feature-length episode of a 1970s TV show and has one of the most wonderfully 70s openings I've ever seen. And look at the sideburn game on these guys. I might need to go to my local karate/sideburn school to catch up. Director Ted V. Michaels was quite the character in real life. From living in a castle in Glendale to having 7 live-in lady friends at once, all the way to running a record label, his story is worth hearing. I recommend both the wild world of Ted V. Michaels' documentary, as well as my buddy Rock and Roll Ray's Mondo Collecto. The film stars Francine York as the leader of our dolls. York was an actress and model who appeared in several sci-fi films, including Curse of the Swamp Creature and Mutiny in Outer Space. She also appeared in multiple Jerry Lewis movies. Next up is another member of our squad. We have exotic dancer turned actress Tura Satana. Satana is probably most famous for her starring role in Faster Pussycat Kill Kill. She was an interesting character as well, claiming to have been in a romantic relationship with Elvis, even saying that he proposed at one point. Then we have the great character actor Michael Ansara as the big bad of the film. Ansara is probably most famous, at least in snack bar circles, for playing Commander Kang on Star Trek, the original series, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager. But I will always think of him first and foremost from the Lost in Space episode The Challenge, where he played the father of a young Kurt Russell. You gotta admit, I managed to squeeze quite a bit of sci-fi into this episode so far. I wouldn't say that I'm the greatest Planet of the Apes obsessed, sleazy tiki weirdo B-movie classic sci-fi YouTube host there is, but, the facts kinda support themselves. But I'm going to stop with the cast here. I know, yell at me in the comments below. The film isn't super effects heavy, but there are some really charming, exceptionally low budget explosion effects. And of course there's high-tech gadgets, because every good special agent needs a blowtorch lighter. Not to mention the tried and true rubber face gag. That's just some good special agenting right there. I used that same trick twice just last week. Then there's some awesome looking vintage tech in the film. Though I'm pretty sure that right there is just a TV set with an IBM sticker on it. But if any of my vintage tech buffs out there know for sure, do comment below. And not a special effect per se, but hot dog, check out those shorts. If that doesn't make you love the 70s, then you might be a pod person. With terrible taste in fashion. The Doll Squad cost around $256,000 to make and began as a revenge film about 3 naughty ladies out on the town who are wronged and decide to do something about it. But the film evolved over time into what Michaels referred to as a forerunner of female power films. Sissy Spacek even auditioned, though the part had already been cast by that point. The Doll Squad bears more than a passing resemblance to Charlie's Angels, which was released several years later. It features a similar concept, and the leader of both groups was named Sabrina. Supposedly, Charlie's Angels executive producer Aaron Spelling was in attendance at the Doll Squad movie premiere. I believe it. Just look at Beverly Hills 90210, a blatant ripoff of Manos: The Hands of Fate. And not really trivia, I just wasn't sure where to stick this. Yeah, very funny. Though quintessentially 70s in nearly all regards, the film quality has a real 1960s look to it. Like if I hadn't known, and you had showed me one of the bloodier scenes, I could have easily believed it was from a Herschel Gordon Lewis film. The music in this one is killer, and everything you would expect from a 70s action movie. Just check this out. And said score was by Nicholas Karas, who also did music for the Astro Zombies and Girl in Gold Boots, both by Michaels. Wacky. I suppose some of the tech is kinda wacky. Alcohol that makes you explode and all that. Sleazy? Surprisingly no. You see Tor in her dancer outfit and that's about it. The Doll Squad has been released on VHS, DVD, and Blu-ray. This is a cool little flick that's not only a precursor to Charlie's Angels, but also to the style of film that Andy Sedaris would go on to perfect years later. So if you dig 1970s TV action drama with just a touch of sci-fi, then this is one to check out. And that's all the time we have for this weekend. So, Goon number 2. I heard you just got finished watching last weekend's episode. What'd you... Well, that's kind of an overreaction, don't you think? You'd think I said I liked Highlander 2 again. Please like, comment, subscribe, hype, watch guys, keep it wacky, stay atomic. Oh yeah.
Come home. Let's come up here to the point, at which we call the prick of the east side. As you can see, we have plenty of space. Places for the space.
Sí, pues supongo que hace como 23 años que estoy colectando los juguetes de pez. Lo que me gusta más de los juguetes de pez son que, bueno, no sé, me recuerda un poco de un rabo.
So I kept that down, never really played with it much, got another one, and as you can see, I've expanded in my collection, and my big thing is, if you have a collection, you should show the collection and enjoy it. The fun of having it is to show it and to show others, as we're doing right now on this whole documentary.
This lamp, it's one of my favorite lamps, because if you just pull like that, it lights right up. And it's like you have this glowing little crucifix just right there, any time of the night, and you want to bring a little light into a dark night, you can just, you just click it right on it, and there it is.
These are more of the current kind of monsters from the movies, the cinema now, the more
God, what the are you doing? What the is wrong with you? What are you doing?
I'm always out to slay the media. The media sucks, they are scum. Unless I'm telling the story, there's no point to having the TV on.
In British Columbia, monster hunter Heather Smith shows us where she spotted the Bigfoot, and for the first time publicly shares her photos of the giant man-beast. But why are more and more women becoming obsessed with Bigfoot? And why is this book now on the New York Times bestseller list, outselling 50 Shades of Grey by a margin of 10-1? This is Bigfoot, boldly explores the hidden desires of the women tracking Bigfoot to experience the unimaginable. Exclusive testimonials will shock you and reveal new insights into the legendary man of the woods.
Sasquatch.